if I should
All right, it's okay. I'm recording it to mine.
Okay, sir, fine. And then we could just post it on resources, up, save it into the drive, and then post the link on resources so students can always go there and find it. Thank you so much, sir. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to go over this again. So the registration process begins with payment, with selecting your payment plan. So again, select your payment plan. And I did that already. I won't be able to do it. Well, okay. Yes, it's still there. So select your payment plan. Okay. Select my payment plan. Is it person? How can you afford? What can you afford? Can you afford to pay for the entire year? Can you afford to only pay for the semester? Can you only afford to pay a part of the semester? I don't know. You alone know. You alone will know, or your parents. You need to discuss with the parents. How can you afford to pay? All right. That's not something I can tell you. That is something you have to decide for yourself. You have to look at the figures, add them up, and determine, can I afford that amount? Yes or no. Can I afford to pay that right now? Remember, in order to register, you must pay the entire amount that the system says. So if I can't afford the full payment, which is 58,000 plus these additional charges, which would be the franchise fee and the admin fee. When I add up all of that and I get that 90 something thousand dollars or 80 something thousand dollars, whichever it is. If when I add up all of that, I cannot afford the full payment, then you need to look at a part payment. The part payment means it's the $30,000 upfront now, that's the tuition, plus the franchise, plus the administrative fee. If when you add up all of that, you still can't afford that, you need to go to the dean. Only the dean now can authorize a lower initial payment. So it's very simple. Look at the system, determine what you can pay, and if you cannot make the lowest payment that the system gives, which is a part payment, you must speak with the dean. Good. Once we save that information, so you click on save, select the one that you can afford, click on save. Then the system is going to say what you need to pay now. So notice it says that currently I need to pay right now $30,819.01. In other words, in order for me to get the registration process going, in order for me to see the subjects, and in order for me to actually register, you must make that payment. So that's not all I owe. I owe 58, but you selected a payment plan to pay a part. So this is the part that you will have to pay. But if you cannot afford to pay that amount right now, you must speak with the Dean of Student Services. That's the only person, other than VP and principal, of course, but that's the person that is able to authorize you paying less than that 30,000 up front. All right. Once you make that payment to accounts, and there are different ways of making payments to accounts. One way of making payment to account is to go to Mandeville campus or Spalding campus and use a point of sale system. It is the fastest way to get your account information updated, because they will update your information within seconds at the school when you're using the point of sale system. However, if you choose to do a bank transfer, that is still fine, but note that that will take up to 48 hours, up to 2 days, for you to see the adjustment made on your iSIMS profile. So again, it depends on how soon do you need this information to be up, right? So classes start today. If you have not made any payment, then it means that you will not be able to register. And if you can't register, it means you can't access classes. If you make the payment now via a bank transfer, you won't be able to register until Wednesday. Okay? So if you want to be able to register earlier than that, you need to go to the Mandeville campus and Spalding campus. That's the next part of the process. As I said, registration is a process. These are all steps that you must complete, and the steps are in your resource area. You'll see in your under your resource tab, you'll notice that there is a document there that says registration process. And it simply lists out all of these steps. What you need to do first, what you need to do next, what you need to do next, what you need to do next. All right, it is there. So just simply go and access it. All right. Then once you have done that, then you can go to the registration tab and click register. Now you will see the subjects there that are there to be registered. And again, this is after your account has been updated with the finances. So if your financial data has not been updated yet with your payment, you won't be able to register. Okay? All right, you're going to now select the courses that you're doing. And as I said to you before, if you are a student and your program doesn't have a group, a 1A and 1B, and I've listed all the programs that have a 1A and 1B. Associate degree in business administration, it has a 1A and a 1B. Associate degree in hospitality, it has a 1A and a 1B. Applied associate in nursing, it has a 1A and a 1B. In those situations, under the group column, you will see some classes will say A, only A, won't say N/A, it will say only A, just say A. Some will say B, and some will say N/A. N/A means that both the 1A and 1B classes are joined together. They have the same teacher at the same time. When it says A, it means you have a different teacher than class B. So the registry is going to place you in a group. They're going to either place it in group A or they're going to place it in group B. If you are in group A, you are only to select the courses that say N/A or A. If you are in group B, you are only to select the classes that say N/A or B. In other words, unless if you are in A, don't select the one that says B because you're not in group B. If it says N/A, you are to select that one because that means that both groups are together. That's what the N/A means not applicable. Okay, it's not split. For the rest of the institution, you will all see just N/A because your program is not split into two groups. So you would just select all of them. All right. So again, when you look at, you see discrete math and you twice, or intro to psychology twice, or intro to programming twice, or FIT, fundamentals of information technology twice, you are to select all of them. You are to attend all of those classes. This is a listing of instances per week. So discrete math is taught in 2 sessions per week. 2 sessions. The first class for the week is on a Monday. The second class is on a Thursday. You must select both of them. It's not an error. It is because you have the class twice a week. So the first class is on Monday for the week, and the next one is on Thursday. You must select both. So this student will select all of these because the IT student, the list of courses that the IT student is to do is discrete math, intro to psychology, communication 1, fundamental of information technology, and intro to programming. And again, we're having it twice per week. So, and some classes might be 3 times per week. So you select all of them. The only groups that will not select all of them is the groups that are split, where you have a 1A and a 1B. And in that situation, if you are in group A, you only select the one that says group A, or it says not applicable, or N/A. Or you're in group B, so you select B or not applicable. Okay? And once you do that, there's going to be a save button at the bottom. There's going to be a button at the bottom. Again, I will not get it because I am not, this student is, fake student is not cleared financially. So the button is not there. But once you are cleared financially, the button will be there. So just click the button. And once you click that button, then you will see the courses tab come up afterwards. So I'm going to show you what the courses tab looks like. All right. But you will see the courses tab afterwards. Once you see the courses tab with all of those courses that you're doing, then you are registered. Okay? You are registered once you see the courses tab with all of those courses listed. So let me pull up back and have this select registered. So see it here. Now I just manually registered this person. All right. There's a My Courses tab. And see, all the courses now are listed that you're registered for. Same courses that you'd have clicked under the register now, those are the courses that you will see here. So if you didn't click on a course, you won't see it here. You'll only see the courses that you selected. You are to select all the courses, again, except for those where there's a split and you would only select from your group. That's the registration process. Once you get to here where all the courses are now listed under My Courses, you are now registered and you are now able to attend classes. All right, Mr. Denal.
Yeah. Morning, sir.
Morning.
So I paid from Thursday via